Okay, so for those guests who I haven't met before, my name is Pascal Oloo. Betty and I live in South Africa. We've been living in South Africa for the last 30 years. And the reason why Betty and I left Kenya to come and to live in South Africa is very simple. We want a better life for ourselves and for our children. I'm trained as a civil engineer. My initial goal was to study and also look for employment. I did a postgraduate course in construction management, and then when I finished, I got employment. So this presentation is for us to explore the Neolife business. What is Neolife? Neolife is an American company that has been in existence since 1958. And it creates for us a business opportunity that Betty and I have been really privileged to be part of the last 29 years. The reason we started the business is very, very simple. We wanted to make an extra $200 a month to supplement my salary as an engineer. I remember when I finished my postgraduate course, there was no increase in my salary. After spending 2 additional years in University of Witwatersrand and spending an almost 40,000 rand to get a postgraduate training, there was not an increase in my income, and that really frustrated me. It was very poor investment. So that was really our story, but I'll get in detail a bit more later. What is Neolife? Neolife is a company that started in 1958. And the main reason the company was started is this. The founder of the company, Jerry Brasfield, when he was a teenager, he had very, very serious asthma, and his mother gave him natural remedies. And when his life or health improved, an idea occurred in his mind that maybe other people suffer from debilitating conditions. There seems to be an interruption in our transmission through the Wi-Fi, so I've changed the method of connecting. My apologies. So let's get back to the story of Neolife. Neolife was started by Jerry Brasfield. Very simple. He had a very serious debilitating condition, and his mother gave him natural remedies and improved his life. As a result, the dream of Neolife was born. 67 years later, Neolife operates in over 55 countries around the world. And one of the issues that Neolife has been the forefront of is called cellular nutrition. What is cellular nutrition? Is the idea that nutrition actually occurs in the cells. Diet is what you put in your mouth, nutrition is what your cells get. And so the more efficient your cell is in absorbing the correct nutrients, the healthier you become. And as a result of that, Neolife began to do scientific research to find out really what is the issue with illnesses that are related to poor nutrition or poor lifestyle choices. And as a result, we've had more than 100 milestone achievements in terms of research, in terms of developing procedures and systems for developing high quality products to make sure that there's optimum nutrient availability in the products that Neolife manufactures. The next thing is we've had very exciting stories from around the world. 2 areas. One is the success in the business area, the income that people have got from the business. And secondly is the changes or the dramatic improvement in people's health as a result of using the Neolife supplements, because they're simply the best we have in the world. But what has kept our business going for all these years? There are 5 essential elements that we believe as the corporate principles that help our company to be on the edge of good business and longevity. The first one is called absolute honesty and integrity. We believe we need to tell the truth about our products, about our business. Integrity is simply doing the right thing when nobody is watching. The second is people are number one. The most important resource we have in our business is people. because it's people who buy products to use, and it's people who make the products, and it's people like ourselves who distribute these products from the company to different users in the marketplace. The third principle is products that work. Neolife put together a group of scientists called the Scientific Advisory Board, whose job is to ensure that we've got the products in the marketplace. The scientific research, the product acquisition, the raw material acquisition, quality control, all that is to make sure we've got the best products in the marketplace. The fourth element is equal opportunity for all. Everybody starts this business at the same level, man or woman, 18 or 81, old or young, students, a business worker, a construction worker, a plumber, an engineer, an architect. Anybody who is serious about their future will become successful in this business. And the last one is long-range vision. When you start this business, we recommend that you need to have a 2 to 5 year horizon. This is what we say. In a period of 2 to 5 years, do this business with absolute and complete faith, and you will see the success. Many times, we start a business like this and we want the success yesterday. This business requires patience, it requires learning, it requires doing what you need to do to succeed. What products are we talking about? You see, business is when you provide a product or a service to the public in return for the money that you earn. So we've got the products to make you feel better. These are the health supplements. Health supplements constitute about 60% of our business volume or sales. Then you have products that make you look better. The skincare range of products, those are shown on the left side of the screen. The skincare products help you to keep your skin neat and healthy. You've got hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion, moisturizers, cleansers, things to make your skin moist and neat, things to protect your skin from the elements of nature. Then the third element, the third type of product is products that make you live better. That is, they make sure you've got an environment in your home that is clean, that is disinfected, that is safe for you and your family. We've got products to clean your bathroom, your kitchen, your toilet. Why these products? If you are a business person, or if you're considering doing this business, think about this. If you want a business that will keep growing year in, year out, month after month, consider products that are consumable. That means people buy, use, and they buy some more. That's why Neolife makes these products. All these products are consumable to make our life better. So every end of the month, people buy this range of products. These are the group of scientists who make sure you've got the best products. Founded by Dr. Arthur Fast, one of the preeminent, I think one of the most successful toxicologists in the last century. Dr. Arthur Fast is one of the doctors who invented treatment of cancer using chemotherapy. But he found out in the process of killing the cancer cells using chemicals, you also destroy or affect the normal healthy cells. So he created a product called BetaGuard as an antidote for chemotherapy. So anybody who has gone through chemotherapy, we recommend that you recommend to them BetaGuard. Of course, there are other ranges of products. So we've got scientists who are just nutritional research scientists, food scientists, sports nutritionists, people who are quality control experts. Let's talk about cellular nutrition. You see, when you take vitamin C or zinc or whatever element or nutrient you take, those nutrients must get into the cell, create the energy required, and remove the waste. So your cell membrane has to be soft and permeable to take in nutrients. Then you have a healthy cell. On the other hand, if your cell membrane is not soft and permeable, nutrients do not get in efficiently, waste does not come out, you have an unhealthy cell. This is what most people suffer from, called chronic fatigue syndrome. That is, they feel tired most of the time, if they go to the doctor and they check, there seems to be nothing wrong. It's because your cells are not functioning efficiently. This is what cellular nutrition is. How do you address this challenge? We've got a product called ProVitality. This is our star product. It's a combo or a combination of 4 different products in it. The first is called 3NN, the green capsule. 3NN helps your cells to absorb nutrients efficiently. It's made from rice, wheat, and soya. The second one, the brown capsule, is called carotenoid complex. It's made from red-colored fruits and vegetables, carrots, apples, tomatoes, berries. That red color is called the carotenoid. They're very efficient to increase the human immune system. It is also an antioxidant. The third one is omega-3 plus. Omega-3 is made from fish oil. It helps to reduce inflammation. It helps to help the brain function properly, your joints, all parts of your body, to make sure you've got a healthy body. And the last one is multi. Multi is a multivitamin, multimineral. It has the 23 essential elements or vitamins and minerals that helps your body to be healthy. It's derived from this range of fruits and vegetables. Now, the next range is the cleaning or home care range of products. Why is this important? Because we need to live in a clean environment. These are products that every single home buys to use to make their houses or their bodies clean. Super 10, the yellow one, is a heavy-duty multi-purpose concentrate. You mix 1 liter of Super 10 with 10 liters of water. So 1 liter of the product gives you 11 liters of the usable product. Then you have the care solution. Care solution is a disinfectant. You mix it 1 to 50. It's very effective, and because of its concentrate, it lasts a very long time in the home. Then the LDC. LDC is our star product for home use. In our home, we use LDC for cleaning the bathroom, the kitchen, that is the dishes. We use it to clean the oven. I use it to shave. I use it to take a shower. I use it to clean my car. One product. This one you mix 1 to 5. 1 liter of the product will give you 6 liters of the usable product. There are other cleaning products for the tiles, for the carpets, all the things that you need to use. We also have a laundry compound called G1. Then we have a very exciting product called Supergrow. Supergrow is an emulsifier or adjuvant. What it means that it helps crops absorb nutrients and water efficiently. It breaks down the surface tension of water so that crops and whatever you use in your farm or your garden can absorb any other nutrients it needs for efficient and good growth. It's very economical. You mix it 1 to 1,000 with water. 1 liter of the product will give you 1,000 of usable product, which you spray on your plants. It is safe and easy to use, non-toxic, non-flammable. You can use it both inside and outside the home, or inside and outdoors. It has proven performance. If you're a guest, speak to the person who invited you. They'll give you more information about Supergrow. Then we have the skincare range of products. This is important because the largest organ we have in our body is our skin. And our skin is the first defense of the health of the body. So it's important to keep it clean. It's important to keep it healthy. We've got products to cleanse and detoxify, to balance and invigorate. We've got products to activate and nourish your skin. Now let's look at the business model. We've been talking about the company that makes the products, Neolife. We've talked about the product ranges. There are essentially 3 ranges. The health supplements that help you to feel better, the skin that make you to look better, and the cleaning product that make you live better. But how do you take these products to the marketplace? That's where the business opportunity comes from when you register as an independent Neolife distributor. You're not employed by Neolife, you are an independent distributor. Let's see. The first thing you need to have is a dream. You need to have a desire to have more than you currently have. Why is that important? Because somewhere along the line, when you start this business, you will meet friends who will discourage you from going after your dream. Sometimes you'll have your own self-doubt, but what keeps you going is your dream, your desire to have a better life. It's either if you want a dream car, or you want to travel, or you want to build a dream house, or you want financial freedom. All these are legitimate dreams that all of us have, but we are looking for a vehicle to help us achieve this dream. And that vehicle is called Neolife Business Opportunity. Let's see how the business works. The business works when you do 3 things every day. What are those? They're called these 3 daily success habits. 1 is you use the products yourself. That means if you want to buy cleaning products, you buy from your Neolife. If you want to buy skincare products, you buy from Neolife. If you want to buy products for cleaning your home, you buy from Neolife. 2 very simple reasons why you need to buy the products. 1, you're supporting your business. Number 2, the people you speak to want to know that you also believe in what you're recommending. The second thing we do every day, we share the products and the opportunity. That simply means we talk to our friends and relatives and neighbors about the product and also about the opportunity, so that they become also distributors or promoters of the products. And the third thing we do every day is personal development. Personal development simply means we take time to learn, to become better at what we do, to learn to become leaders. We learn about the products, about the business, and about people. Let's see in practice how actually this works. This is you've registered the company, you're an independent distributor now. The company gives you a Neolife ID number. That unique ID number is what you use to buy products from the company. So in this session, on this case, you bought either TreeNN or Pro Vitality for your own use, all right? You have to use the products to make this business work. Second, you start sharing the product. That means you sell products to people who are not in the business and you make a profit. In this example, you sell 1 bottle of TreeNN, each bottle is 60 capsules, and each bottle of 60 capsules of TreeNN is 17 PV. 17 PV for a 60 capsule. 17 times 6 give you 102. Okay? So this 102 PV, we use the PV system to try and standardize measurement of business worldwide, because Neolife operates in over 50 countries. Each country has got a currency, and the exchange rate between one currency and another changes daily, and you cannot use currency to measure business. That's why we use the PV system. So if you retail or sell products to 6 customers, your income is about $30. It's not a lot of money, but it's the beginning of the growth of your business. The next thing we do, we start introducing other people to be distributors like ourselves. We invite our friends, our neighbor, our relative to join the business as users of the products, but they also recommend products to your friends and relatives. In this example, you and your team have built an organization that is doing 1,000 PV. You've become a senior manager and your income is roughly $300 a month. Next is you begin to duplicate yourself. It simply means you teach the people who join your team to do what you have done. Your friend, your relative, your neighbor eventually become senior managers doing 1,000 PV each or more. But if you total up your total volume, you reach 4,000 PV and you become a director. As a director, your income is roughly $500 to $750 a month. This business, you start part-time. You don't go full-time immediately. The next thing you do is you begin to duplicate the process. If you have 3 people become directors like you've become a world team member and your income is roughly 1,500 to 3,000 US dollars a month, depending on the volume of your business. That is just the beginning. The next thing is you keep duplicating the process. If you do that, if you have 6 people become world team members, You become a president's team member now. Your income goes to way over $6,000 a month. And I'm sure all of you would be excited to be earning $6,000 or more per month, whereas the money you invested is not more than the cost of a good pair of running shoes. That is really what I find exciting about this business. So what is the next thing you need to do? One of the things we do in our business is traveling. If you really want to travel in this business, this is a business for you. Victoria Falls in 2012, Dubai 2013, 2014 Hong Kong, 2024 you're in 2025 was in Cape Town, 2024 was in I think Turkey or Dubai. Then next year is Egypt. So if you reach a certain level in the business, the company pays for your travel to go and see other different parts of the world. Another aspect of this business is leadership training. When you get to a certain level in the business, the company takes you for training in different areas. In East Africa, the leadership training for 4 days is conducted in Serena Hotel in Mombasa the last year. Southern Africa, Irene Lodge, which is about 20 kilometers outside Pretoria City. And we have all the Southern African distributors meeting to learn how to become leaders in the business. What do you need to get started? Number one, get back to the person who invited you. They will give you an application form for you to fill so that you can start your business. This amount is for your business starter kit. If you're in Botswana, you need between 750 and 1,500 pula. If you're in South Africa, between 950 and 2930. In Kenya, 9,500 or 12,000. There's one in between for 9,700 shillings. Nigeria, 68,000 or 100,000 naira. Tanzania is 172,000 or 226. In Uganda, 250,000 or 290. USA, $75. Togo, 47,000 or 65,000 CFA. Italy, 64 euros. Ghana, 900 or 1460 Ghanaian cedis. Cameroon is 61,000 or 76,000 CFA. Namibia is 1,010 Namibian dollars or 2,120 Namibian dollars. In Mozambique is 6,220 meticas or 10,500 meticas, depending on the package that you choose. This is what you need in your initial investment. Friends, if you're a guest, Betty and I invested 425 rand many years ago when we started, and we got a range of products. But that 425 rand has become several thousands. So, what do you need to get started or to succeed? Very important, take charge of your life. Take charge because nobody can do for you what you need to do or to succeed. A very important thing, it's a flexible schedule. Don't quit what you're doing when you're starting this business. Just allocate 1 or 2 hours a day to do the business. The person who invited you will show you how to do this effectively. Number 2, you work from home. You don't need an office to do this business. You need a phone, of course, to call people and make appointments. You need to travel, maybe sit down with people in the restaurants or go to their homes so that you share with them the business. You save money because you buy at a discount. You have residual income. Residual income simply means the money you're earning today is money you put effort for yesterday. Think about this. If you're a salesperson, you're just as wealthy as your last sale. You need to go and do the work again. If you're a doctor, the same. If you're an engineer, the same. Whatever career you choose, if your business doesn't have leverage, you don't get residual income, all right? Quality time with your family, because this is a family business. About 80% of the people who join our business are husband and wife. So your family or your children see you working together. Financial freedom. See, This is what really excites me, because when you take this business seriously, a time will reach where worries for money will actually eventually reduce, and you don't have to worry about money anymore. Be your own boss. You determine how hard you work. Let me put it this way. When you start the business, make this business your boss. That means schedule your time, be disciplined about the people you speak to, and you need to be patient. International travels, as I've mentioned earlier, education for your children, personal development. You learn a lot in this business about yourself, about products, about people. You learn a tremendous amount of things in this business. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we wanted to share with our guests, the people who are not in the business now. But what I want to share with you is this. If you're a guest and you haven't joined the business, or let me say you're a distributor, but maybe you haven't put the business seriously. You haven't made the decision to build the business serious. I'd like you to consider a few points before I close. Last week in KwaZulu, in Durban, in South Africa, I think 4 to 5 people were died when the temple that was being built fell down and crushed these people. Wherever you are, you will hear stories of people who have died. But the thing is, you are alive today. That should tell you something. That should tell you that God hasn't finished with you in this life. There are many things God wants you to do, but you need to make commitment to become serious about your life. I'll give you a story of what happened to me about 15 years ago. I think 2009 or 2010. Betty and I have 4 boys. Because of that, and I love soccer, we used to play soccer with them. One day we went, in fact, we formed a boys club, and other boys used to come and play at home. And the boys club was for them to become, we were training them to become better men. So we were playing soccer one day, and at one point I jumped up and to head the ball. I came down and I had a snap and had a lot of pain on my right leg. After the match, I realized that my Achilles tendon had snapped. That means I could not control my foot. I went back home. A doctor friend of mine came to examine me. He said, look, your Achilles tendon has snapped. You need to go for surgery. So I went to surgery and they opened it up. They joined the Achilles tendon and then they put plaster on my leg for a month. When the plaster was removed, that's when I realized that there was blood clots in my leg. And then the blood clots started to flow. They went to my lungs, they went to my heart. Fortunately, they only stopped in my lungs, and 70% of my lung was clogged up. And I couldn't breathe for 4 days. One day I felt breathless in the night. I woke up in the morning. Betty said, let's go to hospital. We went to the hospital. The doctor checked. They didn't see anything. But another doctor said, I need to run some blood tests. He ran the blood test and he said, you've got blood clots in your lungs. You can't go home now. 1. Number 2, if you keep moving, some of these blood clots will dislodge and go to your heart. And if it goes to your heart, it can get to your brain. That's a serious matter. So I was hospitalized for 2 weeks. When I came back, I had blood clots, and the doctor told me, you're very lucky to be alive. That told me one thing, that God wasn't finished with me, that there were many things that God wanted me to do. That's why I was still alive. The next one is I was driving from Pretoria to Johannesburg on the freeway. We've got 4 lanes on one side and 4 lanes on the other, and it had rained. And I was in a lane, and the car hit a pool of water, and friction between the tires and the road disappeared, and my car slid and crossed 3 lanes. And when it stopped, it was facing the opposite direction. That's when I noticed cars passing me. There was not a single scratch on my body. Why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story that if God has preserved you until today, there's something you need to do that you haven't done. And this business provides for you the best platform to affect the lives of other people. Take this business seriously. If you're a guest, make a decision to start the business. If you're a distributor, sit down and ask yourself, how can I affect the life of other people through this business? By giving them excellent products, by giving them the opportunity to make money that their families can actually live a comfortable and dignified life. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Get a pen, get some silence, and write down 10 things that you want to achieve in your life. Don't worry if it's possible or not. Just write down those 10 things and think about them. I promise you the first instinct is this. Let me say you say, okay, I want to build a 3-bedroom home or a 4-bedroom home from my own cash without going to the bank. Your first response of your brain or your mind is, who are you kidding? Trust me, your brain is designed to keep the status quo. And you have to deliberately write down your goals and dreams every single day until your mind accepts that this thing you're writing is possible. As we go towards Christmas, I will say a prayer for you, that you will sit down, create good dreams for yourself and your family, and that you will commit yourself to building the business, that you will commit yourself to learning everything that you need to learn to make this business work for you and your family. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you very much for spending this evening with me. And I hope some of the ideas we have shared with you will help you grow to the next level. Good night. God bless.